Welcome back to the Freeling project. Right now we're going to be editing the Unify captive portal through your Amazon Web Cloud server. So before we get into that, this is a quick little snapshot of what we have going on our Unify controller, looking at it through the controller, the captive portal I mean. As you can see, we got payment-based authorization. Our connect button is named connect, payment 0. 3 hours, 0 quota, so they can download as much as they like. Now we're already logged into PuTTY and WinSCP, so from here in your Ubuntu folder that it automatically drops you in, go ahead and make a new folder and let's call it captive. Log into captive. Now these are just 4 photos that we picked out, but a quick tip is we make all of our photos exactly the same size so that they expand and shrink the same. So these are all 300 by 300. As you can see, they can be JPEG and PNG. We're going to use both for this one. Go ahead and scooch them over. And just like that, you're done. Now we're done with WinSCP, so you can go ahead and close that. Now from PuTTY, go ahead and run sudo-i so you have root. Now go ahead and we're going to start with moving home Ubuntu captive. Now the first one we're going to move it to var lib. Now as you can see, our site name is SBTY. Check your URL for your site name. And don't forget, you can use tab to let it autofill if it thinks you can, if you think it might be able to guess where you're going. So app unify hotspot, and then there's images file and post. So we're going to do that again, except we're going to come on over here and change that to 2.png. And remember, you can do that by hitting up on the direction pad. This one's a JPEG. Now we just have the last one, which is 4.png. Now we can go from here to our hit ls, so it'll list it. Let's go into the images folder. And as you can see, there are our 4 files. Nice. So cd space ... to back up one, nano index.html. So as we can see, this is the index file for the HTML that's being displayed for the captive portal. So from here, we're going to go ahead and insert some CSS and some HTML code so that it knows to call on those pictures we just dropped. So I've got the code right here saved in a notepad, and I will post this later so you can copy and paste it exactly the same way I have. So go ahead and copy the open bracket style to the closed bracket style. Move on over to PuTTY. Use the D-pad to scroll down, and right before the closing head tag, hit enter so it scooches it down one. Now scroll up 2 lines, and if you right click with the mouse, it'll paste what you have copied. So there it is. So this is the CSS that's going to tell the pictures that we're about to put in here how to scale. So as you can see, we'll just copy this one, scooch over, and then we'll scoot down just a couple to the body. We'll scoot this down 2 lines, down a line, so that there's a little bit of space, and go ahead and right click. And as you can see, it copied it right over. Brilliant. So from here, we can do Control X, and this will exit out, and we want to hit yes to save, enter to keep it the same. file name. So if we head back over to our controller, there they are. Now we can mess with the sizes a little bit so that we can get them the right size. Before we do that, let's change this or try it out for free. So we can back up, or let's ls, let's cd into the locals folder, ls that one, cd to the en folder, ls, and then nano portal.json. And as you can see, this one, or try it out for free, that's what we want to edit. So back that up, and let's change this to unlimited data, unlimited time, totally free. Let's change time to connections because that sounds cooler. Right, now Control X to back up, Y to save, Enter to keep it the same name. So we'll back up a bit with cd dot dot, cd dot dot, and we're in the correct folder. So let's come back over to the controller, F5, and it totally worked. So let's work on changing these. To do that, we can go nano index.html, and here we can do max width. We'll change it to 50%. Max height to 50%. Control X, Y, Enter, F5. Oops.